Hey everyone, we are Mankey Play, and welcome back to Pokemon FireRed version.
Last time we got the Pokedex and we completed Route 1.
Yes, and this time we're stepping into the grass of Route 22. When you're going in this grass, do not pass this point.
Why not?
It's dangerous. Danger Noodles.
Danger Noodles.
As we encounter our first new Pokemon of the route, Mankey. Mankey here is a pure fighting type Pokemon. Positives for Mankey, it is the fastest fighting type Pokemon you'll find here in FireRed and Leaf Green version. So, if you want a fast fighting type who's also got good attack, that's who it is. Mankey has a fantastic early game. If you started with Charmander and you want to beat the first gym, get your Mankey. He'll do it. And if you're Nuzlocking and run into a Mankey first, you just got real lucky. So, he's fantastic in the early game, in part because of his really good move pool. He doesn't have all that many coverage options, but he has the right coverage options that he needs at pretty much the right time. It's not all good things, though. His minuses include he is fragile. He's fast and strong, but if he fails to get the KO, he's getting KO'd in return. He also fades pretty hard in the late game. He's so reliable early on, and then as the game progresses, he gets less and less reliable until he eventually is just not really winning most fights. He's also straight up outclassed by another Pokemon who we'll be encountering later, in terms of they are a fast, strong fighting type Pokemon, but they hit much harder, and that gives them the edge. His coverage options, though, include fighting, normal, ground, rock moves, and he also learns Aerial Ace, so not full flying coverage, but he can fill in a flying type move if you need him to. Mankey is a solid early game Pokemon, nothing wrong with using one, but since he fades away pretty hard, he gets a 6 out of 10 for in-game use. So, you know, solid Pokemon, basically. The early game here is just littered with Pokemon who are good, but not necessarily great. I will say that for early game training purposes, Mankey's pretty dang good for right here where we are. He'll give you more experience than other things.
You still get experience when you catch Pokemon, correct?
Nope. I didn't get added until Gen 6.
So you're getting no experience for these Pokemon catches. Okay.
You have to KO the things.
Got it. Sounds
just stay in the ball,
I feel like I never see Mankey in current games.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I didn't see him in Sword and Shield.
Yeah. It's true.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Alright, he stayed in the ball. Whew!
Were you worried?
A little bit. He used up 3 Pokeballs.
That's fair.
Judgment?
No.
Okay. And, now I have to go heal. Now, slight complaint with the games at this point.
No running shoes.
No running shoes yet. It will show up, but this is the latest. This is the game in which
you walk forever.
Well, no, it's the latest time that the running shoes appear in a game that they appear in. So,
don't you start with the running shoes in some of the later games?
In most of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time it's just, yes, your character has the ability to run. Here it's, nope, you didn't learn how to run. You're only 10. You don't learn until you're 14. My question is,
if you need running shoes, what are we, barefoot right now? Are we in sandals, flip-flops, spiky shoes? Like,
you know, there actually is an answer to that in the manga.
Huh.
In the manga, the running shoes literally, like, propel air.
Oh?
So it's not that you're running, it's that you're, like, blasting forward.
Interesting.
It's crazy.
So are you going to KO this Rattata for the experience?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I still recommend doing this. What you really want is, before you advance past here, you're going to want your team to be around level 9. They can be 8 or 10, but around level 9 is what you're aiming for. For, you know, I don't recommend more than 2 Pokemon.
I love that it shows the experience bar.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't like in newer games that you don't see that, because I'm just sitting around wondering until, like, at the end when it does that, like, flashy thing at the end when it shows you all the stat increases and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just sitting around and you're kind of just waiting.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
theoretically, I guess it's more convenient.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like seeing everything all the time.
Yeah. I get that.
And it's faster.
Mm-hmm. Now give me the other new one.
Nope.
I got pretty banged up. It's okay. I've got 3 other Pokemon in my party just in case something happens to Bolt. I mean, it won't in this battle, but when I try to catch
You don't
the
immediately
next
go to
one.
your box?
Well, no.
So what happens if you have 6 Pokemon and you want to catch a 7th?
Then they immediately go to your box.
Got it.
Yeah. But not until you've caught them.
But you have no access to your box unless you go to a Poke Center?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
These are the things I don't remember about the original games.
I know. Well, technically, the box thing was only Gen 8, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. But we got level 8, which
Yay.
is good. And now the next Pokemon will show up right here. Calling it... Ow.
No.
Ow. I'm not going to waste more time fighting Mankeys.
No.
This is going to be a recurring theme of this Let's Play. Mike tries to find last Pokemon on his tally sheet.
It's true.
We might end up cutting to Mike finds last Pokemon in the tally sheet often. Because this one's supposed to be common.
And now.
Wow. No editing magic, we swear. The next available Pokemon here in Route 22, in addition to, you know, Rattata that we've seen as an old Pokemon, is Spearow. Spearow is a normal flying type Pokemon. It is the other early bird option. Positives for the Spearow line. They are fast. Spearow and Fearow are fast, good physical attackers with a good moveset. And by a good moveset, I mean Drill Peck. They learned Drill Peck, which is the best in-game flying move of this generation. It's still one of the best physical flying moves ever. So if you want one that's going to get some KOs, Spearow is a good call. The negatives to the Spearow line. He's fragile. Compared to Pidgey, he is more offensive as a Pokemon. But whereas Pidgey's bulk only continues to be good, Spearow's fades in the late game. He's very good early on. He's better than Pidgey in the early game. But as the game progresses, Pidgey only ever gets better or stays the same, basically, whereas Fearow will fade off quickly. His good move pool happens a little bit too late, and so there's a long stretch where he's kind of struggling to do much while he's getting KO'd all over the place. Another downside, he is straight up outclassed. Everything Fearow can do, another flying type Pokemon who's available early enough in the game where it's very relevant, can literally do better in every relevant category. So, straight up outclassed there. His coverage options, however, include flying, normal, and steel-type moves. Not a whole lot, but it gets the job done. So, Spearow is a good option as an early game flying type. He's certainly not a bad Pokemon, but if you're newer to the game and really want someone you can rely on, he's not as strong as Pidgey that you can get in Route 1. He gets a 6 out of 10 for in-game rating. Still a good Pokemon, but he has some holes.
Also, his current animated drawing's a little creepy, and in attack mode.
Yes. Oh, he's very aggressive.
Yes.
Very aggressive.
Good.
Yes.
Sometimes you need an aggressive Pokemon.
It's true. This is what I was worried about.
Oh!
I don't feel like burning my potions on a catch. So he's just going to stay in this ball.
Absolutely.
Oh, phew.
The spark is just like so like small.
I know.
Comparatively.
I know. You didn't say we were using them, so I'm assuming we're not.
No.
Okay. Now, that's all the Pokemon who can be caught in Route 22 in FireRed and Leaf Green version. So, we have some options here for what we can do next. I recommend strongly that you not go up against Route 22 past that ledge until you have, for certain, added another Pokemon to your team. So I'm going to be going straight up to the next area that we can go to, even though we're not going to be going like through it yet.
And you have to get there through the Pokemon.
Yes. No, I need more Pokeballs already. I have 5. I want more, because if Mankey caused me that much trouble, oof.
That's fair.
Oof.
Oof. He's just eating them.
Yeah.
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 So where are we going?
We are going up. Because now he won't stop us.
Good.
What does this sign say?
Trainer tips. Catch Pokemon and expand your collection. The more you have, the easier it is to battle. Why?
Well, because if one of your Pokemon gets KO'd, then you have other options.
Oh, well, I mean, I know that. I mean, like, it's theoretically in your box. Why do you need... Like, what does 60 in your box do?
Nothing.
No.
It's just the party. And that was a good reminder to go to my box and deposit some Pokemon.
Yes, turn them into... upload them to your computer, turn them into files.
We're just going to just deposit the lowest 2 because we'll be adding 3 more in the forest. And we'll go over more box things much later on. We're covering too many Pokemon in these early episodes to go over other things. We're just going to blitz through.
One step at a time. Route 2!
Route 2! Now, there are 2 new Pokemon who you can catch in Route 2. They each appear at a 5% encounter rate.
Excellent.
And they both appear at like a 40% encounter rate in the forest.
Yay!
So, this girl likes Rattata.
Rattata, maybe small. Have you caught one already?
And you...
Are you going to the Viridian Forest? It's a natural maze in there. I said normal maze. Yeah. Be careful.
Don't get lost. I love the little cinematics.
I love this.
Yeah. Because this guy came here with some friends to catch some bug Pokemon. They're all itching for battles.
Bug Pokemon in here?
There are. And the first one is going to show up right now. And don't be one of the evolutions, because that would be a pain. Yes! The first Pokemon that we encountered here in the Viridian Forest is Weedle! Weedle is one of the 2 Caterpillar Pokemon, and he is a bug poison type. Positives for Weedle. He has a fairly good move pool. He has Twin Needle, which is a unique move, and he learns several other moves that are of good types. And he's good enough in the early game. He evolves into his final evolution by level 10, so, you know, Beedrill can be a fully evolved Pokemon when you're mostly fighting first stages. He's good in the early game. His negatives. Stats. Overall stats. None of his stats are very good. His physical attack is okay, but other than that, eesh. He also fades very hard. While he's usable and pretty good in the early game, by mid-game, he's basically weak, and by the end of the game, he's almost useless. He's also very slow to learn the good moves that he gets, so it's a bit of a slog even at the points where he's good. His coverage options include Bug, Normal, Fighting, Flying, and Poison-type moves, although again, Poison-type move only available in the post-game, at least for a good one. Weedle is one of the weakest in-game Pokemon. There's just no 2 ways about it. I have used a Beedrill all the way to the Elite Four and through, but it was really difficult to even keep him remotely useful. He gets a 3 out of 10 for in-game use. So, Weedle's not the best.
Are there going to be Pokemon with a 1 out of 10?
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't get a 1, I don't know who does. Like,
well, the early game use kind of picks him up a little bit.
That's fair.
You know, anything that's fully evolved by level 10 that you can get that early.
That's fair.
You know,
the creators knew what they were doing.
Yeah, most of the Pokemon
give a very,
early,
very wide range.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And am I going to be stuck with them?
No.
Okay.
Wouldn't do that to us.
Yeah.
Ooh, who is this?
Please just be another one. Ah!
Yeah, another Weedle. Isn't that what you wanted?
Sure, I did ask for that. That's fair. Now, also available in the forest is Kakuna, Weedle's mid-stage evolution. Catch him as a Weedle. If he's a Weedle, he'll have...
Time to move on from this section.
If he's a Weedle, he'll have Poison Sting and String Shot. If he's a Kakuna, all he's going to have is Harden, which Weedle learns when he evolves into the Kakuna anyway, so...
It's like in the anime where they did the Kakuna versus the Kakuna.
Yeah, it was a Metapod.
Oh, yeah,
but
sorry.
Still.
And they just use whatever against each other.
It's true. Now, the good thing about Kakuna, what are they? Oh my gosh. The Chrysalis Pokemon that are here. All they have is Harden. So if you have a special attack like Bubble, you can just KO them very quickly and they can't do anything to stop you, and they're worth good experience.
That's good.
That's a positive. No, seriously, they're very helpful for early game grinding. So, 50 experience for nothing.
Fair.
No. Alright. Now.
Weedle. Wow, it's like I knew. It's like I saw the future.
You did see the future. I can see that you did that you did a future seeing. Come on.
Up here. Something new. Nope.
Why?
I don't know.
Just why?
But I think we'll cut ahead till we find our next Pokemon.
He's here!
Caterpie!
Caterpie is the other bug-type Pokemon who you can find in the game. He is currently a pure bug-type, although his final evolution, Butterfree, is a bug-flying type. Some positives. He has early game dominance. Unlike Beedrill, who takes a little while to learn the good moves, the second Butterfree evolves at level 10, he's got Confusion, which is awesome. He also gets the powders very early on, which means he can cause statuses. Caterpie's biggest plus, Compound Eyes. It's his ability. It's a guaranteed ability on Butterfree, and it increases the accuracy of his moves by 30%. The reason this is relevant is that he learns Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, and Poison Powder, all of which have 75% accuracy. With the Compound Eyes boost, that goes up to 97.5%. Basically a guaranteed hit. That's really relevant, especially with Sleep Powder, because putting an opponent to sleep reliably is incredibly useful. It lets him beat opponents who are way stronger than he is. He's also got what I'll call Psychic Power. This is a Gen 3 game, but it's a remake of a Gen 1 game where Psychic type was king, and Psychic type is still the dominant offensive type of this game. So just learning Psychic type moves, especially naturally, makes any Pokemon better, and Butterfree is a huge beneficiary of that. Negatives to him? Stats. Butterfree is not a very strong statistical Pokemon. He is also, and this is a negative, a very technical Pokemon. If you don't know what you're doing with Butterfree, he's going to be pretty useless on your team. If you do know what you're doing with him, however, he can be very reliable straight on through the champion, even in a Nuzlocke. I have done this. I had a Butterfree not only survive, but score the final 3 KOs of a Nuzlocke after my other supposed to be stronger Pokemon got KO'd by crits. So you can do that with Butterfree. His coverage options start with his status moves. It is the most important thing to have on him. He also learns psychic moves and can use bug, flying, and grass type moves. Only use the bug and flying moves that he learns naturally as part of his moveset. He's not a physical attacker, he's a special attacker, and both of those types are physical. Grass can be a good coverage option on him though. Surprisingly, Caterpie is good enough, if you know what you're doing with Butterfree, to get an 8 out of 10 for in-game use. It seems crazy, I know. But if you know what you're doing, like I said, he can do most of the things that you'd want him to do in the game. So he gets a really high in-game rating, the highest of any wild Pokemon we've seen so far, just because he can really do what you need him to do. Especially if you're catching Pokemon. My goodness. Being able to put them to sleep.
That is helpful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know, he's adorable.
He is adorable. And I think we're going to give him a name.
We are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Pie.
Spell that for me.
P-I-E.
Oh. I thought you said Kai.
No, Pie.
It's Pie?
Yeah, because it'll be Pie the Butterfree.
Pie the Butterfree. So we have a second team member?
Yeah.
All right. Pie the Butterfree. I guess I'll back up my words. Is our second team member. And we still have one other Pokemon to catch in the forest. But alright.
Oh, Weedle.
Yes, if you're using a Caterpie, I strongly recommend training him up before you do anything. Metapod also appears in the forest, so you can, again, just like Weedle. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
So, best option for Caterpie, since he's only good as a Butterfree, definitely lead off with Butterfree, and then, or with Caterpie. If you get the cocoons, especially, switch them out and then grind them up, and it'll be a little bit, I mean, you're gonna see. It'll be a little bit slow, but then he'll evolve and he'll be awesome.
That's the best part.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta watch them evolve.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's key.
Yes.
You have to get Pokemon as babies so they learn to trust you young.
It's true.
Then they will battle for you hard when they're old.
It's true.
Yes.
And I think we'll cut to when, unless it appears right now. No.
Weedle.
We'll see you at the third Pokemon you can find in the forest. He's here!
Pikachu!
The mascot! Pikachu! As if you didn't know, is an electric-type Pokemon. He's actually pretty good. His positives in this game, he is fast. Real fast. Which is always good on an electric type. He is very good offensively. Learns some good coverage moves, believe it or not. And, you know, has the offensives to back that up. Mixed offenses to back that up, actually. He is also HM friendly, believe it or not. He also has great synergy with the starters. He's, well, designed as the mascot of the series, and he works really well as a teammate for the starter Pokemon. He can usually cover a weakness for them here or there. Actually, for all three of them, he can cover some sort of problem that they have. For Bulbasaur flying types, for Charmander water types, and for Squirtle, he can take electric type moves. So, very good there. He's also a great annoyer. Static is an ability, just passive paralysis, as well as being able to cause active paralysis. Woof. That's very helpful sometimes. His negatives, defenses, Pikachu and Raichu are not very tanky Pokemon, I would say. So he's kind of a glass cannon, not quite all the way there, but not great defensively. His evolution also comes a little bit later than you'd want it to. Kind of timed perfectly with how he learns his moves. If you're using a Pikachu, definitely level him up to 26, get Thunderbolt before you pop that Thunderstone on him. So that's a little bit of a downside. His coverage options include Electric, Status, Fighting, and Normal type moves. Like I said, he just has the coverage that he needs to get by. But overall, Pikachu, fast, good attacker, available early on with a solid evolution that doesn't really fade away over time. He's usable throughout the whole game. He also hits you for super effective damage very easily. He gets an 8 out of 10 for in-game use. Believe it or not, the mascot is very good in-game. I know, shocking.
Super shocking. And super yellow.
I know. It was a pun.
That's fair.
Shock, because he used Thunder Shock.
Oh. Why did I not pick up on that?
I don't know.
Pikachu is adorable and definitely one of my favorite Pokemon, but honestly, he's the mascot of, you know.
Yeah.
So, like, should we use him? Yeah. Do I want to call him Tony Spark? Absolutely. But not in this run.
Not in this run?
Not
okay.
in this run.
So Pikachu joins the party, but not the team. And that is all of the new Pokemon that can be obtained here in the Viridian Forest. You can catch Caterpie and Weedle in Route 2, along with Pidgey and Rattata. But, like I said, they're really rare in Route 2 and common in the forest. So now that we have a second team member, we can actually advance past that ledge in Route 22.
Ooh.
Although we're going to have to train him up a bit.
That's true.
What do you think? Train him between episodes?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. As we have a full team of 6 Pokemon and 2 more in the box.
That's so funny.
And I think with all those ratings, it's a good place to
leave
end
off
the episode.
So thank you so much for watching.
And we'll see you next time for more Pokemon FireRed version.